Don't see anything.
Test, test, test. We should be live.
All I see is the waiting for Jason Doobie. Refresh. No, I'm still waiting for Jason Doobie. Chat. I don't see anything.
Try refreshing.
I did.
It's like 30 seconds, delay.
Oh, okay. Probably. Okay.
It's not instant.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, you guys. Happy Monday. Hopefully this is working. We got a viewer, so somebody's seeing this.
Let me try and refresh this. I don't see us. Yeah, still
The Head Ninja says there we are.
I don't see us. Right?
Well, Benny can't see us, but that's...
There we go.
See? I told you. So, hey, happy Monday, everybody. Who's drawing out there this morning, or I guess this afternoon? It's about 11:45 here. So even most artists are crawling out of bed at this point. We all had a late night, and first we're getting started on a Monday of the week. So we're gonna just be drawing stuff that we're working on. Benny, first of all, let me introduce Benny. As you all know, he is an amazing artist on comic books such as Shadowhunters, and
it's more subpar.
Subpar? You're an amazing artist, brother. Zombie Outlaw. He is also an amazing animator. The Head Ninja says me. The Head Ninja says I'm drawing a little bit before work. Oh, brother, when do you start your work? When does work start for you?
And what do you do?
Yeah, and what do you do? I thought you did art. That was all you did. Let's see. We're gonna adjust.
You like fries with that?
That's right. Benny made a pretty funny t-shirt design. You can check it out in the link below. There's a link to our shop, our t-shirt shop, and there's one in there for artists. It says I'm an artist on one side, and on the back it has like a French fry container with pins and French fries, and it says you want fries with that. So a lot of us have to have that second source of income to make ends meet.
It's sad when you can get paid more at a fast food joint than you can if you've got a degree in something.
That's the way it is, The Head Ninja says I start at 5 p.m. Eastern, so let's do some quick math. That's 2 p.m. here. So
no.
that's...
Yeah, that's right.
So that's 2.5 hours about. So yeah, let's do some art. Benny, what are you drawing today?
Honestly, I'm kind of forcing myself to draw today. I'm not in a drawing mood since I'm so tired, but I figure I'd just pull up that first Zombie Outlaw page and continue working on that.
There you go.
You know how quickly I work. Life gets in the way.
I do. I'm going to be drawing a banner for a Twitch streamer.
I should probably share my screen from the... Okay.
And
let's see here.
I'm trying to find something. This is what we'll do. Okay. So I believe it's a couple. So I'll be drawing them a little banner for their Twitch channel.
Yeah, let me go close my door so the dogs and the children don't.
So first thing I want to do is I like to just kind of figure out where everything's going to go. I'm going to be using a full 11 by 17.
Okay. So I'm sorry. What are you working on, Jason?
I'm working on a banner image for a Twitch streamer.
Nice.
Also, again, in the description below, you can commission Benny Jordan here or myself. there are links of how you can do that. And let me make Benny's art here a little bit bigger on the screen so you guys can see this. Because that would make mine a little bit smaller. So we'll make mine smaller so we can make his bigger. Yeah, we can kind of see what he's working on. He's working on some nice inks there, so they're going to show up really nicely.
I'm working on inks and pencils at the same time.
The Head Ninja says I should have it up on Instagram or Facebook by tomorrow. Oh, sweet. The drawing he's working on. So, and Benny...
Did he mention what he does for work?
I just know he works in an hour and 2 hours and a half.
What is this? This is weird. Where is it? Come on, Jordan. We're going to the... So I took the kids to the zoo yesterday, the Fresno Zoo here, for the sole purpose of doing some life drawing animals.
What did they do while you did that?
They did the same.
Oh.
Yeah, I had them do that too. That was our purpose of going. And it was a lot of fun. I mean, we didn't get too many animals drawn, but, because it takes time,
Yeah.
But we did see some neat stuff, and it was nice actually doing something tangible again. I haven't done something tangible in a long time.
What does that mean, tangible?
I mean, something I could actually physically hold as opposed to being in this false realm of a digital world.
Oh, you did it on physical paper?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I took a sketchbook here, and we took my pens and the little watercolor case and sat down and did some drawing.
That's awesome. I'm very proud of you, brother.
Yeah.
That's because I remember you saying that you were a little reluctant to try to get back into doing physical media.
I don't know if I said reluctant. That's not a word I use.
I am paraphrasing. Jeez.
No, not reluctant. I was never nervous about it. Just just opportunities. I don't have too many opportunities for much these days. But it was a nice release, a nice emotional release. Very therapeutic.
Yeah, I like.
And we had an interesting experience. So over at the Fresno Zoo, they have this new area called Kingdoms of Asia.
Okay.
And I really wanted to draw a tiger. Wanted to get out to draw a tiger, but it was too far away. But right next to the tiger area, they had the orangutan area. And so in this big area, they had a big dad, smaller mom, and this little bitty baby. And you could go up, follow the whole thing up, and there's a second story, and it's just a glass wall with a little balcony part. Excuse me. And the little baby was sitting there playing with this little ball.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, let's sit and sketch the little baby while he's playing his ball. And so we did that, and I'm kind of almost I'm sitting over against the corner. People are coming by and watching. Ooh, wow, ooh, ah. Which is just kind of nice, but kind of a little distracting from my goal. But, so I'm watching this little baby sitting there drawing and adding my watercolors to the drawing. And my son Flynn looks up and says, "Dad, look." So I turn, and like I said, there's a glass wall there. I turn, and the huge father orangutan is sitting there watching me draw, just like this. He's sitting there watching me draw his baby. I was like, holy.
Are you serious?
This far away from me. there's a glass wall, but he's sitting there with his face up, looking at me, watching me draw the little baby.
That's pretty cool.
So I'll share the drawing since I got it right here.
Yeah.
So this is the drawing of little baby playing with his ball. Can you see it?
Oh, there you are. Okay, I see.
Stop sharing my
I see
screen.
You're doing. Yeah, I was looking at your screen. Hold on.
Let me stop sharing my screen.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, bring it up because I got that one enlarged already.
Okay. Yeah. So anyways, this is little baby playing with his ball. So focused on this guy that I didn't realize the father's face was this far away from me. There's a pane of glass between us.
Right.
But he's sitting there this far away from me, looking. I look over, like, whoa. So it was fun. It was neat, and just to see that the ape was sitting there just watching me draw, watching me paint his little baby.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And he seemed interested. That's the amazing thing. He seemed interested. Then once he saw me look at him, he just turned and slowly walked away and down. It's okay for him to watch me, but if I'm watching him, he walks away.
It's like, hey, don't look at me, weirdo. That's really cool, though.
Let me just share my screen again. Share my screen. How was your weekend?
It was good. It was it was nice. It's nice, relaxing. Had the Panda Base campaign going.
Yeah.
So
How'd that go?
watched that a little bit. Oh, it was good. It's I kept telling my wife, I was just like, I didn't really know what to expect because it's a little bit.
It's more geared towards the younger audience.
Yeah, and I was told that the books for younger audiences don't really do that well on Kickstarter. But
what does do well?
Huh?
What does do well?
Like Shadowhunters.
Or more I don't want to say mature because it really isn't a mature topic. It's more of more of an immature topic, right?
I don't know. It's there's a lot of
there's a differentiation between mature as an age and mature as in mentality, right? I think Shadowhunters is more mature age as opposed to mature mentality.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a fun. It's just like like horror, like a horror movie. Supposed to be fun like that.
I'm just BSing around.
Oh. But there's a lot of what I was gonna say is there's a lot of comic book shows on YouTube that I watch, and a lot of them are always analyzing, what does sell, and seems like there's a lot of different opinions about, what works and what doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds me of conventions.
Yeah.
You never really know what's.
What sells.
Yeah. It's kind of just.
Yeah, I mean.
What it is. Just go to as many conventions as you can and get in front of as many people as you can. Keep on doing it.
Keep on keeping on.
Yeah, keep on keeping on.
Oh.
This character. Hey, Keith is in the house. I see you, Keith. Hold on. I gotta move. Keith Carmona says, "Oh, hey, surprise live Monday draw." Yeah, we're gonna start doing these more weekly stuff.
Exposure.
You basically just you basically get to watch us work doing our
The work.
daily work.
Yes. I mean, this really isn't work for me. It's more of fun. I'm not getting paid for it. I never made really any money on it, so it's just for the love of it.
Well, that can all change, you know.
You know, I think I don't know. I wouldn't want to do comics as a job, as a full time living. I don't know. Just me. Not because I don't enjoy it, but it's because I do enjoy it. It's like when I'm drawing and animating for my current, no longer full time job. I get so tired and burnt out that it's like I don't want to draw afterwards. But that's me. That's just the way I am, and so it's I want to keep the enjoyment. So I mean, doing stuff for like shadow hunters and stuff like that. Actually, you didn't pay me for that. You gave me some little gifts, which I actually preferred. The
Yeah,
little care packages every now and then.
I
But
tried to pay you.
I know, and I refused.
I know. I was almost gonna try and contact your wife and find out what your what your PayPal was, but then I was like, no, I don't want to make him mad, especially when he wants. I still got to get work from him. So
I'm sure I haven't used PayPal in so long. I'm sure somebody else is using it for me.
the head ninja going in the chat real quick. The head ninja says some people have good ideas of what sells. Other arguments are culture war nonsense.
Yeah, that's horrible. Speaking of something like that, let's get me started. Okay. So I have a buddy, Andrew here, and he's a wonderful guy, great artist. It's his style is completely different from mine. He's not a comic book artist. He's more of a fine artist, and he has some different ideas. But he's in school, or he was, and he was telling me about how when you have to show your stuff, it's like you have to have a certain criteria, and people will talk about it and say like, well, I don't agree with why you painted this, or this to me feels like it's such and such, and I don't think what you're saying it means to me is different, and I think you're wrong. And I was like, I don't agree with any of that. If you don't like a piece of artwork, don't say, hey, you've got to change this because I don't like it. And the art school stuff from his descriptions is just like that. You have so many people that think their opinion on your artwork is more important than why you did the artwork. And I was like, you know what? I don't need to be in that crowd. If I want to do a piece of artwork that has a bit of ultra violence, then I'm going to do a piece of artwork that has a bit of ultra violence because that's what I want to express. If I want to do a piece of artwork that's telling a piece of history that some people may want to have canceled out, well, it's because I want to still say, hey, this was a part of history. It still happened. Just because it was a bad part of history and you don't agree with it, well, it doesn't mean you have to cancel my artwork out. You don't like it? Don't look at it. If I don't like a television show, I'm not going to write in and say they have to cancel it. I'm just not going to watch it. But anyways, that's my 2 cents on the whole culture war stuff.
Is this something that happened recently? I can tell you're
He
a little
tells
hot.
He'll come over for coffee every now and then and talk about stuff. I'm like, I cannot stand that. I'm so glad that I'm not in this type of art class where people have to hyper analyze why this brush stroke is going in this direction. I want to do art because I want to do art. And if I want to do art to piss someone off, then I'm going to do art to piss someone off because I want to. You have no say over what I do. But that's me. You don't like it? Look at another piece.
So are all your conversations with him over coffee like this?
Pretty much.
Sorry.
It is, but it's enjoyable.
It is.
It is enjoyable.
I was expecting you to like go, no, just one thing.
It's enjoyable to speak with him about it and not have to worry about, hey, I don't have to experience that. I'll be pissed off for you. Oh, Lord. What has this world come to, though?
Yeah, I know. It was finally cold enough that we could have a bunch of fires in the fireplace this weekend, which was really nice.
I gotta get some wood. I gotta go find wood. I'm not gonna buy a pack of wood at the grocery store because that stuff they sell in those boxes for like 10, 12 bucks, that's one fire. One fire.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe one fire.
Yeah, we get the delivery in the summer. The big, stack it.
Yeah. One summer we did, we had some people got in contact with some tree trimmers, and they just dropped off a whole bunch of wood.
Oh, that's nice.
It lasted for like 2 years.
That works out, too, because they have to pay to have it, to dump it somewhere. Yeah. So if they know somebody, I remember one of the tree trimmers.
I don't know why they wouldn't just sell it.
It's just a pain. They're busy cutting trees down, and they don't want to get involved, I don't think, in another business. It's just easier just to, you know what? I know this person wants some wood, so we'll dump it. Go and dump it. But they do like this one tree trimmer was saying that, if we were looking for a certain kind of wood, they would, like when they chop down that tree, they would come and bring it, but they would charge us if we wanted it cut into small,
Right, they just bring the rounds, right?
Yeah, they'll just bring basically what they were going to dump.
Yeah, just go to Home Depot and rent a log splitter for a few hours. I'm not liking the composition of these zombie hand shapes in the foreground. I was originally thinking they would be in the foreground, but I was like, what if they're not in the foreground? They're off screen, but what we see are the shadows on the walls and on the floor. Mm-hmm. So I might end up doing that. But I think that composition is going to change. I just wanted to put that there so I can get an idea.
Yeah, a lot of times, when you started drawing, you have a basic idea, but then it kind of takes on its own. Yeah, well, this is one of those hopefully in a good way.
Yeah, I didn't thumbnail it, and it's really biting me in the ass. I wish I would have thumbnailed it instead of just going straight ahead. But we'll make it work. That's the benefit of working digitally.
That's true.
It just takes so long.
I remember when because I was working digitally for a while with you and stuff, and I was getting back into doing drawing on paper again, and I'm like, oh man, there's just no redo or undo button.
No Control Z. Huh?
Yeah, there's no Control Z. You're stuck with what you do, or
I've been working digitally for a while, and then there would be times I'd be working on my sketchbook, and I'd find myself reaching for Control Z for my sketchbook. But what happened? Can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Oh, now I can.
Oh, okay.
I saw your lips moving. I didn't see any words coming out of it though.
No.
I wouldn't see words coming out of it.
I'm gonna take a look at the chat real quick here. The Head Ninja over there on YouTube says, a lot of these hate watchers are content creators who thrive on the negativity they generate from others to keep their channels running. Huh.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah. I mean, I could see that. I think if you're referring to what I was talking about, this was more of a college class that my buddy was in.
Okay.
And they're critiquing, tangible pieces of art. And he was telling me, he's like, this one person who is this, hardcore feminist tried to read something that was offensive to her that just wasn't in his work. She was just trying to pull something out so she would have something to say and complain about. And that's society today. There's got to be something to complain about. I mean, just like me, I'm complaining about it, I guess.
You're the problem, man.
Yeah. But they do, honestly, I think they do this a lot of people, in order to fit in. They got to feel like they're in part of a group.
What did we do back in our days when we wanted to fit in? I guess I just never really fit in.
I never did. I just sat and drew my sketchbook.
Yeah, I was kind of an outsider.
I had my group. I was the popular person in the unpopular crowd. Not saying I was popular, but in my unpopular crowd, I was a popular one in my unpopular crowd, which had no relation to the popular group.
Yeah,
I was the one that always drew, I don't know.
Yeah, I never even tried to get into the popular groups.
Oh, I never bothered. I never bothered.
I barely knew what fashion was. I always was like, I'm gonna try and be fashionable, and then I'd buy all the clothes I thought was what all the cool kids were wearing, and then I'm like, wow, these don't work for me at all.
Or what I felt was comfortable. I didn't care about that.
Yeah, that's why
I was one that always had a flannel on my torso and a flannel tied around my waist.
Yeah, that's what I ended up. I just went with what was comfortable.
Yep. Can't go wrong with the flannel. Where am I here now? Okay, I am. This guy's causing me some problems here because he's kind of at an odd angle. He's peeking around from inside his dorm room.
I'm having a hard time understanding this costume.
Let me see. What are you drawing? Oh.
So I got some references of the two characters.
Yeah.
For this Twitch channel.
Okay.
And so I'm going with them, but it's some of it's a little bit hard to. It's I got a front angle and a side angle.
Okay.
And it's just hard to, and I'm doing a three-quarter angle, so I'm kind of trying to meld the two angles that I was given.
Yeah.
To understand how it works.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to just.
Where's your reference? Can you see your reference?
Go rogue. Yeah. I'll send it to you. Can I send it to you on your phone?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, probably. Yeah. Well, let me see if I can.
Yeah, just send it to my phone.
Okay.
She got big ram horns.
Yeah, and they kind of curve backwards and then go around and then curve frontwards,
right in front of her ear.
That's hard too. You know what though? I always appreciate something that is a challenge because it's forcing me to learn how to do things. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't mind challenges except for when I'm as tired as I am today. I'm just not feeling it today. But when you have to, those days you have to force yourself to draw.
You gotta draw, man, every day.
Are the days that you actually learn something. But so far I haven't learned anything yet.
All right, let me see. I'm gonna start working on the guy character here. It's mostly the outfit that I'm having a little bit of confusion with. But hey, we figure it out. We get it all worked out in the end. Sometimes it just takes a little bit more.
Those horns are weird. Is that 2 sets of horns?
I thought it was too, but I think it's just how. No, I don't think it is. If it is, I guess I did it wrong. But
It looks like she's got one up front that heads back, and the one that starts almost from the center of her head that comes forward. That's weird.
This guy's got some big ears. And I want to make sure I show them.
So on his cat ears on the top of the head.
Yeah,
Never understood that stuff.
I think I'm gonna lower his head down a little bit so that I can show the ears better. See? I should have planned better.
Yep.
Okay.
The 5 P's, man. The 5 P's.
What are you talking about? I got the 3 P's at my drawing channel for my
That's
kids.
The 5 P's. Okay, and I'm having trouble with it right now too.
What are your 5 P's?
Post planning leads to piss poor performance.
Oh my gosh.
That was in my old military days.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well, for my drawing kids tutorials, the 3 P's. Pencil, paper, and a pen.
Let's go. I want the jacket to come back a little bit and bunch up here. Yeah. That's fine. It's a big loose jacket. Okay.
I can hear your.
Huh?
I can hear your machine.
My machine?
Yeah, your washer.
Yeah. I have the fan on my computer and my room fan going. My washer is not on today.
Wow.
Oh no. Let's see if I'll turn the room fan off. That helps. Does that help any?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you still hear my computer fan?
It's all right.
When's Noel
I shouldn't have gave you a hard time in the first place.
It wasn't a hard time.
Huh?
You missed something. I said it wasn't a hard time. You mentioned something. So, when's Noel gonna jump into one of these?
I could always have him jump in.
Yeah, should. It is asking when you're gonna jump in. Right?
Whoa. What's that?
Benny's asking when you're gonna jump into one.
That's I just texted him that. Let's see what we got going on in the chat here. Keith Carmosa is very true to the Head Ninja. The Head Ninja says, "Fam, I was a week before it was a concept."
No, I'm not.
I think that was probably from something we were talking about earlier, and we just. And then
what's weeb?
Weeb. I'm not sure what weeb means.
What weeb is? Is that a younger term? a newer term?
It might be.
It's like
I'm so out of it.
Well, the one I never understood was like on flick. I think was that it? On flick? Like I can't stand those.
Hey man, you My son's always trying to teach me.
I mean, come on, just stick to a, cool, rad,
Okay, listen, we're old now.
bodacious.
Benny, we're old now, so no one uses those terms. They probably don't know what we're talking about now.
That's on fire. Yeah.
The Head Ninja says, apparently it's what people refer to anime fans as. Ah.
Weebs. I have never heard that. Yeah, I like anime. I'm not a hardcore anime follower, but I mean, but I don't know.
I
I don't
still
understand
always
weeb,
remember,
I
what was
guess.
that one we were watching where they fight over
With
the...
Sierra?
Yeah, what was that one called?
I can't remember. Can't remember what it was.
All I know is the concept of this anime was they put, what was it, sushi, or it was like...
Was it
they put some food on sale.
Oh yeah. It was bento.
Yeah, the bento boxes.
Yeah.
Or so they put it on sale in the store, and there's all these gangs of people. They form like these martial art gangs or these fighter gangs, and they fight over
bento boxes.
Yeah, the discounted bento boxes. And it's just it's just a fun, just a fun anime. And we were watching it while we were working, and
this was like her first day, right?
Yeah, so
Sierra's first day with us, and when we were working, we always kept, like a meet open, like basically like what we're doing right now.
Yeah. I was telling Asher, I said, yeah, we're live streaming today, and we're basically doing what we used to do in our art studio when we were working together. And so yeah, the whole thing is we were watching this anime. It was super funny. Nothing, and so Sierra was a new animator that came into the studio, and I remember our acting kind of leader, manager, whatever. He went on vacation, and he said, "Okay, now she's going to be hanging out with you guys, so you guys be good. Don't scare her off because she's new, and you're a bunch of guys. So we're all trying to be cool, and then we're like, you know what? Let's see if she will watch this anime while we're all working together. We're all we're all working and she's joining us, and probably trying to fit in. And then we were like, oh, we watched this anime. It's not bad. There's nothing bad about it, and it's just funny. So we pop it in. She agrees. We pop it in, and the whole episode is totally out of character from all the other episodes we've ever watched.
And it was the whole episode focused on boobs.
It was all boobs and sexual innuendos, and the whole time I'm just like quietly going, what? Oh no! Oh no!
I wasn't even thinking about it. I just had it playing and I was working.
I was just like going. I was just horrified and just going, oh my gosh, she's going to like report us or something. Like we're trying to like. So then all of a sudden, the episode ends, and she's like, "Okay, I think I'm gonna go to lunch now." And she's out.
I wonder if she went to get a bento box.
She's out. Yeah. and I just remember going, Benny, what the heck, man? What happened there?
But you know what? She ended up fitting in really well. And I miss working with her. I miss working with you. I miss working with Chris. I now it's just Dino and I, and I feel like I'm being weeded out. Feel like I went from character animator to senior character animator, back down to character animator to assistant to Dino when needed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I'm down to 2.5 days working now, and on the roadmap they don't have any character animation on the roadmap. So what am I to think?
What's Dino? So he's doing the bulk of it now?
Yeah, I mean we just came off a big project where we both had equal amounts of work, I did do a lot of character animation on that.
Okay, well there you go.
But looking at the roadmap of what's coming, there's stuff for Dino, but nothing for me. Which is why I'm frantically looking for other work, because I don't know what's coming down the line. I have a suspicion, but when my boss tells me, yeah, in about 3 to 4 months we're going to bring you back up to 100%, but I'm looking at the roadmap and there's nothing for me. How are they going to bring me back up to 100% if they're not putting any work for me on the roadmap? I don't know. I digress. Let's talk about art.
Yeah, well, yes. Let me go through the chat. Nope, just the Head Ninja's last thing about the weebs.
Sounds like we got sounds like my experience when my anime club played Perfect Blue. I don't know what Perfect Blue is, and I'm guessing it's got a lot of boobage.
Oh, are you reading this on the chat?
Yeah, on YouTube.
It's not yet on my screen yet.
What?
Yeah, I'm more delayed. You'll see it before I do. Because you're watching the live stream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Livestream has a lag. I mean, it's a couple minutes behind.
It does, but yeah, I'm not seeing that at all.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I'll have you read the chat on the live stream.
Yeah, Ninja, what is Perfect Blue? I've never heard of Perfect Blue. If you're still here. You gotta open up like an audio for listeners.
That's like Discord.
Yeah.
Benny wants a Discord.
How fun that would be to have just people, they have a question, just blurt it out.
Yeah, that would be fun until it wasn't fun.
Well, you have the power to mute. Say, okay.
Yeah, you mute it after. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about what would they say. Someone comes on like, they got one of those speaker things. I'm going to totally jump in there and say something crazy.
It's okay. Let's do it.
I don't know how.
Oh, what is he wearing under his jacket? There's a shit hoodie. Find out. I can't remember what he has wearing under his jacket. So this guy I'm drawing now
is hot.
Dario Dorboni, right, is this character's name. And Brian, my partner on Zombie Outlaw, the writer, fashioned this guy. So Brian sent, I think, issues 1 and 2 to this guy in Italy for review. And this guy, Dario Darboni.
You're gonna butcher
this guy's Dario Dorboni, but I think it was Dario Darboni. Hated our comic.
Oh,
he hated it.
He hated it?
He hated it.
Wait,
yeah, which is okay. It's okay. It's okay if he hated it. And one of the things he said on his YouTube channel was, enough of the zombie stuff, man. Right? And,
Okay, was he was a reviewer then?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was... I misunderstood what you were sending it for. I thought he was like going to be an artist or something on it.
Nah. He had this weird fascination with My Little Pony, too. But anyways. So he reviewed our comic and he hated it. And Brian's like, let's put him in our comic. So we did. He's a character in the comic. Slight name change, right? In fact, many of our characters in our comics are based off people we know. And a lot of the situations, other than the zombie situation.
Do I need to look at this comic?
Huh?
Do I need to take a look at this comic?
Oh, you're not in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yet.
Oh, boy.
But anyways, yeah. So we put him in the comic, and the funny thing is, Brian and his wife actually went to Italy, and somehow met up with him
Shut.
and basically couch surfed at his place for a few days while
What?
they were there.
What? So they knew him. They must have known
they
him
didn't.
personally. What?
No, they didn't.
How did they
didn't
end
know him.
up?
And I'm thinking, how the heck did they get this guy who absolutely hated our comic to let them stay at his place?
I think they knew him.
They didn't know him. Brian, he's, he'll just find odd people to send the comic book to who are on YouTube and say, hey, can you review this?
Why? I mean, it's great. He's getting the.
Brian has an odd way of thinking, but it works. It works.
That's what I was going to say.
I mean,
you know what?
Yeah. See, look, he hated our comic, but he got a place to sleep while he was in Italy for a few days.
I mean, you can't argue with the he gets results. So
yeah, I mean, might not always be related results to what we wanted, but.
All right, let's take one more look. This guy's outfit. Okay, he's got some.
I think she has 4 horns.
4? Like, how do I draw a second horn?
I think she's got. So, look, this is what I think. Let me do this file. No.
So, like 2 horns that just go up like this, and then 2 that go.
Well, let's see here. So, I think she's got a horn here. Wait, let me do this. It's like here, which come back here.
Yeah.
And then some horns that start up here, which, or back here maybe, which come around like this. That's what I get from that reference. I mean, I could be wrong. And so
that's from the side one?
Yeah, from the side and from the front.
Look at the front one real quick. Oh. Yeah, you might be right. Well, I can still do that.
I don't understand that, but that's what I see.
So if I put this one, this is the back one that comes up, and then do like some little horns.
Maybe if you just put one in front.
Yeah.
But that means the other one in front, which would be under his chin, is impaling him.
No, because they're going backwards.
Just have it sticking out his head.
I think I'm gonna make them. You know what? They'll be all cute.
But I could be wrong, but that's just what I read from the.
So this is what you're saying, like. This is the second horn. Or the first one, I guess. So there's one like that. That's right in the front. The little one. And then...
Well, I'm trying to follow because
I'm
watching the live stream while you're talking. And it's, I've got the volume down on the live stream. Go down a little. And yeah, I think it's something more like that. Yours are a little more exaggerated than what they had, but you have to dubify it.
Gotta dubify it.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way I know how to draw.
But I could be wrong, but that's just what I'm seeing.
Well, I will, before I ink it, then I was going to ink it, but I think I'll wait till I...
Okay. All right, I think I've got him in about the right position I want. Some of the lighting might be off a little bit, though. I don't like that. It should just be all black. When in doubt.
Black it out.
Yeah, because it's not important. simplify. Simple. Keep it simple.
Stupid.
Mm-hmm. In my cartoon class, I have to, can't be, I gotta be like, keep it simple, silly. Because they're 11 to 13-year-olds, you know.
My teacher called me stupid. That's it.
Well, I did get a reaction out of them because they have to each come up with a cut. So last Thursday during the cartoon class for the kids, we went over a lot of fundamentals and then started getting ideas for character creation. I'm going over, you have to give them a story, give them a backstory. Before you even start drawing, you got to know what you're going to draw, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to make the character interesting, if you're going to draw a hero, he's got to have a flaw, right? It's just a, general rule to make it well-rounded. I mean, with Superman, they had to give him one flaw, right? Because someone that's just invulnerable and has no weakness is boring, right?
Right.
So with Superman, they had to give him kryptonite. Still, I mean, being one of my favorite superheroes, is still not the most interesting superhero. But when creating,
but he says up and away.
Yeah, when creating cartoon characters, I'm having the kids come up with a slight backstory, what type of body shapes, costumes, whatever. And so one kid was coming up with a knight. I was like, okay, well, tell me about him. What drives him? And I said, well, I was trying to get him to open up, and I was like, what drives him? Is his main goal to like rescue this damsel in distress that's been taken by this dragon or something like that? And he's like, okay, that sounds good. I was like, okay, well, what about his
sure?
What about his weakness or flaw or something? I mean, does he have maybe he's got rusty armor. Maybe he, and I said this, and maybe he pissed his pants and the rest is all in his crotch.
Wow.
And yeah.
You don't want to say stupid, but you're telling the kids about pissing their pants and stuff.
I have to say things for effect to get their attention. Just saying, keep it simple, stupid, they're like, you call me stupid. But if I say, hey, what if this guy pissed his pants in his armor and his armor rusted in his crotch? Well, you get a whole laugh out of the class, right? They don't expect that. So, and I'm not directing it at anybody. So, I got to rise out of it. I got to break the ice something. Some of these kids don't want to be there. They're there because,
because their mom is making them.
Trying to give them something to do.
Or their parents.
Yeah.
Get them out of the house, kind of thing.
Because they'd be sleeping all day or watching television. But, yeah, you gotta do an icebreaker. So, my first icebreaker for the cartooning class, at whatever age, is for them to pair up, and one's going to emote while the other draws. And in a cartooning class, it's about exaggeration. So the person emoting has to really exaggerate the emotion they're trying to portray.
I don't even know what emoting means. I would fail your class.
Emote, it means if you're trying to show someone sad, you're going to make your face look sad.
Oh.
That's gotcha. Emoting,
okay.
Right? And they have to draw each other. And oftentimes these kids don't know each other. So in order to break the ice, I get them out of their comfort zone. They don't always like it, but afterwards, they've had a lot of fun.
I know what kind of teacher you are.
I'm Robin Williams from Dead Poets Society.
I don't know what that means, but...
What? You've never seen Dead Poets Society?
No, I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Come on. That is... I mean, it's not a comedy. It's by far his greatest drama. I don't know. It's either that or The Fisher King.
What was that Good Will Hunting? Was that...
he did good on that, but that was more Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. That was their shining moment. But Dead Poet Society, The Fisher King, The Dead Poet Society is a great film if you haven't seen it. By the teacher kind of stirring the pot.
Okay, I think I'm done with this one. Well, I bet the kids love it.
What?
I said, I bet your kids love, like, your students, not your children. I bet they love the class. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm used to teaching older kids. This was my first, what was the age group? 11 to 13-year-old class. So afterwards, my daughter was in it. Afterwards, driving home.
Your daughter was in it? Oh, nice.
Yeah. My daughter was like, Dad, I think you need to use fewer adult words. Not meaning piss, but I mean, I need to dumb my vocabulary down so they understand it.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yep. So instead of spear, draw a circle. But whatever. Whatever. Let me save this.
I got pencil all over my hands.
That's nice.
Yes, it's beautiful. All right, we're coming up at the 1 hour mark. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some advertisements, or let's see, read the chat. Why don't you read the chat, actually, Benny? Because I'm still stuck on.
The last thing I see says is the head ninja. Sounds like my experience with my anime club played Perfect Blue. So that was the last thing.
That never even showed up on my chat. I don't know what.
Huh?
I'm broken.
Oh.
Oh, you know what? If I hit this button, I see it. I can hit this button.
Mm-hmm.
That's just for YouTube.
Yeah.
And see that, or I can hit multi-stream.
Yeah.
And I see all the chats that come in on all the different feeds. Whatever. You guys, thank you for joining us. This is just what me and Benny do. And I see it. Oh, that's a nice shirt you got there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got it in.
Does it fit?
Yeah. Scattered cards.
I wasn't sure that if I had the right size.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
I just have to adjust my belly.
If you guys are like the artwork that you see, we do have links in the description below for checking out some more of Benny's artwork. Also, Benny, I need to talk to you later. I want you to do a sizzle reel with some of your animation that I can show off.
You mean from?
Like the different kinds of, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I guess. Never mind. We'll talk about this.
I did create one, but
you can't show the stuff that you do for, non-disclosure agreements. If you guys are interested in commissioning either me or Benny, there are links in the description below. We're going to be doing this every Monday, and we'll be back on Friday afternoon. And I may do some other streams when Benny's working for the man, but
the Woo Man.
the Woo Man. But we'll see. What else? Oh, Panda Days. The Panda Days campaign continues. It will be continuing for another 17 days. So check out the Panda Days campaign, link in the description below. Benny, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Do you have my DeviantArt website on there?
Your what?
DeviantArt.
No, I can add it though.
That's really the only place I have my stuff, other than the Wix site. But it's just look for Benny P76 on DeviantArt.
I'll start adding
my profile picture will be my face on Captain Kirk's body, so you'll know. If you want to go see some of my older artwork, because I rarely have time to do my own personal stuff these days.
Now look at you, you're getting some stuff done now.
Yeah, I mean, I just made some marks. Oh, you're talking about the watercolor stuff at the zoo?
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll have to upload some of that stuff. So you
Yeah,
need to get back on
exactly.
social media so you can start showing your artwork.
DeviantArt and Wix are basically the only social media that I do.
Well, I will drop those new watercolors into the Facebook studio so that people can see that for you. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining us for this hour of live draw. Me and Benny signing out. Peace.
See you later.
And make sure to check out the Patreon.
Just want to thank everybody for watching it all the way to this point. If you can, like, share, subscribe.